Samsaradava nalalidaloka Tranaya karuna gana ganatvam Praptasya kalyana gurna navasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Mahaprabhu Kirtana Nitya Gita Vaditra Madhyan Manasorasena Romancha Kampa Sutaranga Vajo Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Shri Vigrahara Dana Nityanana Shringadatan Mandira Marjanado Yuktasya Bhaktam Shaniyunjatopi Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Chaturvida Shri Bhagavad Prasada Swadana Triptan Harivaksha Sangham Kritvaiva Triptim Bhajata Sadaiva Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Shri Radhika Madhava Yodhapara Madhurya Leela Gunarupa Namnam Pratikshanazvadanalolupasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda Nikunjayo no rati kheli siddhai Ya yali vivyukti rapikshaniya Tatrati daksharati vallabhasya Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda साक्षादरित्वेन समस्तशास्त्रे उक्तस्तथा भाव्यत एव साध्वी किन्तु प्रभुर्या प्रिय एव तस्य वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणरविन्दम् यस्य प्रसाद भगवत्प्रसादो यस्य प्रसाद नगति कुतोऽपि जायं सुवां ससायसा श्रीसद्यं वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणरविन्दम् वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणरविन्दम् वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणरविन्दम् नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद चैतन्य नित्यानंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Chaitanya Nityananda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Neelamadhava, Radha Neelamadhava, Radhe. Jaya Radha Neelamadhava, Radha Neelamadhava, Radhe. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Shri Radhe. Jai Radhe. Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra, Jaya Sudarshana. Jaya Sitaram, Jaya Sitaram. Sitaram, Jaya Lakshman Hanuman. Jaya Lakshmi Narasingha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasingha. Lakshmi Narasingha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasingha. Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai. Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva. Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Jai Om Shri Pada Brahmam Sapajaka Acharya Shtota Shatashi Shrimatis Divine Grace Aparachana Vrinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. ISKCON BBTPI founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jaon Shnupada Paramahamsa Prajak Acharya Shtota Shata Shishmat His Divine Grace. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda Ki Jai. Nama Acharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Premisika Ho Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Dadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinatha Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai. Shri Vrajabhumi Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Shri Navadvip Mayapur Dham Ki Jai. Shri Prashottama Chetar Jaganapuri Dham Ki Jai. Shri Ayodhya Dham Ki Jai. Ganga Mai Ki Jai. Yamuna Mai Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Tulsi Devi Ki Jai. Harinam Sankirtana Ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Premanande Hari Samavrita Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Pralada Lada Dayini. Hiranyakashipu Ksha. Shilatanka Nakalaye. Ito Narsimha Bharato Simho. Yato yato yami tato Narsimha. Pahe Narsimho Hridaye Narsimho. Narasimhamadim Sharanam Prapade. Tavagara Kamalavare Naga Adbhuta Singam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubinga Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Narsimhadev, Jaya Narsimhadev, Narsimhadev, Jaya Narsimhadev. Jaya Bhakta Prahlad, Jaya Bhakta Prahlad, Bhakta Prahlad, Jaya Bhakta Prahlad. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo.
Namo Namaha Tulasi Krishna Priyasi Namo Namaha Namo Namaha Tulasi Krishna Priyasi Namo Namaha Radha Krishna Seva Pabo Eya Bilashi Radha Krishna Seva Pabo Eya Bilashi Cheto Mara Sharanaloy Tara Vancha Purna Hoy Kripa Kori Koro Tare Vrindavana Vasi Morae Abilash Vilas Kunje Diovas Naya दीना कृष्णा दासे को ये ना मोरा होय श्री राधा गोविंदा प्रेमे सदा ये ना बासी श्री राधा गोविंदा प्रेमे सदा ये ना बासी नमो नमः तुलसी कृष्णा प्रियसी नमो नमः यानि कानि च पापानि ब्रह्महत्यादिकानि च तानि तानि प्रणश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिणा पदे पदे यानि कानि च पापानि ब्रह्महत्यादिकानि च तानि तानि प्रणश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिणा पदे पदे यानि कानि च पापानि ब्रह्महत्यादिकानि च तानि तानि प्रणश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिणा पदे पदे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय तुलसी महारानी जय तुलसी महारानी जय तुलसी महारानी जय तुलसी महारानी जय वृंदा देवी जय वृंदा देवी जय वृंदा देवी जय वृंदा देवी Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. वृंदाय तुलसी देव्याय प्रियाय केशवाश्च विष्णु भक्ति प्रते देवी सत्यवत्याय नमो नमः. वृंदाय तुलसी देव्याय प्रियाय केशवाश्च विष्णु भक्ति प्रते देवी सत्यवत्याय नमो नमः. वृंदाय तुलसी देव्याय प्रियाय केशवा सत्या विष्णु भक्ति प्रदे देवी सत्यवत्याय नमो नमः. वृंदा देवी तुलसी महारानी की जय.
Oh, Tulasi, beloved of Krishna, I bow down before you again and again. I deliver in the service of Shri Radha and Krishna. Wherever take shelter, you have the wish fulfilled. Please have mercy upon him and make for resident Vrindavan. My dear, also grant me residence in the precious grove of Shiva down the town. Thus within my vision shone before the beautiful Pattern Radha and Krishna. I beg you, make me all tower dancers present. Please give me the priest devotional service and make me own maidservant. This very fallen lowly servant of Krishna praise. May I always swim the love, Shri Radha and Govinda, Srimati Tulasi Maharani ki jai. There are 10 fans in the method chant holy name should be avoided, and they are as follows. 1. To blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their life for propagating holy name the Lord. 2. To consider the name the demigods the Lord Shiva or Brahma to be equal to independent name Lord Vishnu. 3. To disobey the orders of the spiritual master. 4. To blaspheme the Vedic literature pursuant to Vedic version. 5. To consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be imagination. 6. To give some interpretation to the holy name the Lord. 7. To commit sinful activities on strength of chanting the holy name. 8. To consider chanting Hare Krishna one of the auspicious ritualistic activities, offered in Veda the fruity activities, karma, ganda. 9. To instruct a faithless person about glorious holy name. 10. To not complete faith in the chanting holy names, and to maintain material attachments even after standing so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims a Vaishnava must carefully guard against these 10 offenses in order to quickly achieve desired success. Krishna Prema. Now let us offer our most humble obeisances unto all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord. They are just as deities who can fulfill to everyone and are full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls. Shri Chaitanya Shikshastakam ki jai. Jeto darpana marjanam bhavamahadavagni nirvapanam Shriya kairava chantrika vitaranam vidyavadu jivanam Anandam buddhivardhanam patipadam purnamita swadanam Sarvatmasnapanam param vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam Nam namakari bahuda nija sarva shaktis Tatra pita niyamita smaranena kalaha Etadishi tavakripa bhagavam mamapi Durudevami desham iha janina nuragaha Trinadapi sunichena tarorapi sahishnuna Amanina manadena kirtanya sada harihi Na dhanam na janam na sundarim kavitam vajagadisha kamaye Mama Jammani Jammanishvare Bhavata Bhaktir Haituki Tavayi Ayi Nanda Tanuja Kinkaram Patitam Man Vishame Bhavam Buddha Kripaya Dava Pada Pankaja Sthita Duri Satisham Vichintaya Nayanam Kaladashrudaraya Vatanam Katkata Rudaya Gira Pulakai Nichitam Vapurkata Tavanama Grahane Pavishati Yuga itam nimishena chakshusha pravisha itam shunya itam jaga sarvam govinda virahe name ashirishava padradam pinnastumam adarsanam marmahatam karotuva yatha tatha va vitatatu lampato matprana nathastu saeva na paraha Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Shri Chaitanya Shastakam Ki Jai. Glory to Shri Krishna Sankirtana, which cleanses the heart of all that does and commits for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life, repeated birth and death. This Sankirtan movement is prime benediction of humanity at large because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It's the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss and enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious. O my Lord, your holy name alone grants all benediction of human beings. Thus you have hundreds of millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names invested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. O my Lord, out kindness enables us to easily approach you by holy names, but I'm so unfortunate I have no attraction for them. One should chant the holy name of the Lord in humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw in the street. One should be more tall than the tree, devoid all sense of false prestige, and should be ready to offer all respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, no desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your causeless devotional service, birth after birth. O Samarjananda Krishna, I am eternal servitor. Yet somehow I fall into the ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from this ocean of death and place me at one of the Adam's and lotus feet. O my Lord, while my eyes bedecked with tears of love flowing constantly when I chant the holy name, while my voice choke up and hairs my body stand end at the recitation of your name. O Govinda, feeling of separation comes a moment to be like a great millennium. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I'm feeling all vacant in the world in your absence. I know no one but Krishna as my Lord, and shall remain so even if he handles me roughly by his embrace, or makes me broken-hearted by not being present before me. He is completely free to do anything and everything, for he is always my worshipful Lord, unconditionally. Shri Chaitanya Shastakam Ki Jai. Shri Mangala Charna Prayers Ki Jai. Om Jnana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshum Litam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manopishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Ragnatam Vidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namini Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nivishesha Shunyavadi Pachatate Shatarine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Satanta Saraswati Iti Namine Shri Varshapanavi Devi Daidaya Kripaptaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Dayine Prabhavin Namaha Madhuyo Jala Premadya Shri Rupa Nukha Bhaktita Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Dinatarine Rupa Nukha Viruta Pasiddhanta Dvantaharine Namo Gaura Kishoraya Sakshat Vairagya Murtaye Vipalambara Sambodhe Padam Pujayate Namaha Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Sachidananda Namine Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupa Nuka Varayate Gauravir Bhava Bhumistvam Nirdeshta Sajana Priyaha Vaishnava Sarabhama Shri Jagannataya Te Namaha Vancha Kalpatarupyashta Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Padayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratishe Namaha Pancha Tattvatammakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagapate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Jayatam Srato Pango Mamamanda Materkati Masara Swapadam Bojo Radha Madana Mohano Divya Dvindarana Kapadu Mata Shimadara Nagara Singhasanasto Shimadara Shila Govinda Devo Prishtari Bi Sevyamano Smarami Shiman Rasarasaram Pivam Shiva Tatatastitaha Karshang Venu Soner Gopir Gopinatha Shiestunaha Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanu Sute Devi Panamami Hari Priye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Shri Mangalacharna Prayers Ki Jai Shri Bhama Samhita Ki Jai Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadya Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam Chintamani Parakara Satmasukapa Viksha Lakshariteshu Surabhi Rabi Palayantam Lakshmi Sahasa Shatasam Brahmasevyamanam Govindam Madi Purusham Tamaham Pajami Venum Kavanantam Aravinda Dalaya Taksham Parhavatam Samasitam Buddha Sundarangam Gandarpa Koti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindam Madi Purusham Tamaham Pajami Alola Chanta Kalasa Vanamara Vamshi Ranangadam Panayakeli Kalavilasam Shamam Tripanga Laditam Yata Prakasham Govindam Madi Purusham Tamaham Pajami Angani Yasa Sakalindriya Vritimanti Pashanti Panti Kalayanti Chiram Jaganti Ananda Chimma Sadujala Vigrahasya Govindam Madi Purusham Tamaham Pajami Advaitam Achotam Anadi Manantarupam Adyam Purana Purusham Navayovanam Cha Vedeshu Durabam Adurabam Atma Bhakta Govindam Madi Purusham Tamaham Pajami Pantastu Koti Shatavasara Sampragamyu Vayuratapi Manaso Munipangavaanam Sopiasti Yapapata Simya Vichinta Tatve Govindam Madi Purusham Tamaham Pajami Ekopya Sarachayitum Jagadanta Kotim Yachakti Rasti Jagadanta Chayaya Dantaha Andantarastha Paramanu Chayantarastham Govindam Madi Purusham Tamaham Pajami Yad Bhava Bhavitatiyo Manuchastateva Samprapya Rupa Mahima Sanayana Pushaha Suktayam Eva Nigama Patitaistu Vanti Govindam Madi Purusham Tamaham Pajami Ananda Chimma Rasa Patipavitapis Tapya Eva Jarupa Daya Kalapihi Goloka Eva Nivasatya Kilatma Bhuto Govindam Madi Purusham Tamaham Pajami Premanjana Churuta Bhakti Vilochanena Santa Sateva Hridayeshu Vilokayanti Yam Shama Sundam Achintya Gunaswarupam Govindam Madi Purusham Tamaham Pajami Ramadi Mutishu Kalanyamena Tishtan Nanavataram Bhuvaneshu Kintu Krishna Swayam Samapavat Paramapumam Yo Govindam Madi Purusham Tamaham Pajami Krishna, who is Govinda, the Supreme Godhead. He has an eternal, blissful spiritual body. He is the origin of all. He has no other origin and the prime cause of all causes.
I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, the first progenitor who is tending the cows, yielding all desire, in abodes built with spiritual gems, surrounded by millions of purpose trees, always served with great reverence and affection by hundreds of thousands of Lakshmis or Gopis.
I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is adept in playing his flute with blooming eyes like lotus petals, with a head decked with peacock feathers, with the figure of beauty tinged with the hue of blue clouds, and his unique loveliness charming millions of cupids.
I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord. Round his neck is swinging a garland of flowers beautified with the moon locket, whose 2 hands are adorned with the flute and jeweled ornaments, who always revels in pastimes of love, whose graceful threefold bending form of Shamsundar is eternally manifest.
I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord whose transcendental form is full of bliss, truth, substantiality, and is thus full of the most dazzling splendor. Each of the limbs of that transcendental figure possesses in himself the full-fledged functions of all the organs and eternally sees, maintains, and manifests the infinite universes, both spiritual and mundane.
I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is inaccessible to the Vedas, but obtainable by pure unalloyed devotion of the soul, who is without a second, who is not subject to decay, is without a beginning, whose form is endless, who is the beginning and the eternal Purusha. Yet he is a person possessing the beauty of blooming youth.
I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, only the tip of the toe of whose lotus feet is approached by the yogis who aspire after the transcendental and betake themselves to pranayama by drilling the respiration, or by the jnanis who tries to find out the non-differentiated Brahman by the process of elimination of the mundane extending over thousands of millions of years. He is an undifferentiated entity, as there is no distinction between potency and the possessor thereof. In his work of creation of millions of worlds, his potency remains inseparable. All the universes exist in him, and he is present in his fullness in every one of the atoms that are sacred throughout the universe and at one and the same time. Such is the primeval Lord whom I adore.
I adore the same Govinda, the primeval Lord, in whose praise men who are imbued with devotion sing the mantra suktas told by the Vedas, by gaining their appropriate beauty, greatness, thrones, conveyances, and ornaments.
I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord residing in his own realm Goloka with Radha, resembling his own spiritual figure, the embodiment of the ecstatic potency possessed of the 64 artistic activities in the company of her confidants, Sakhis, embodiments of the extensions of her bodily form permeated and vitalized by his ever blissful spiritual rasa.
I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is Shamasundar, Krishna himself, with inconceivable, innumerable attributes, whom the pure devotees see in their heart of hearts with the eye of devotion, tinged with the salve of love.
I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord who manifested himself personally as Krishna and the different avatars in the world in the form of Rama, Narasimha, Vamana, etc. as subjective persons.
Sri Brahma Samhita. Bhagavad Gita 7.1 purport. Shinvatam swakata Krishna punya sravana kirtanaha hridayanta histo hi abhadrani vidinoti suhrutsatam nashta prayesva abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama sloke bhaktir bhavati naistiki tada rajastamo bhava kama lobhasdayasche चेतये तेरनापीदं सितं सत्त्वे प्रसीदति एवं प्रसन्नमनसो भगवद्भक्तियोगतः भगवत्तत्त्वविज्ञानं मुक्तसङ्गस्य जायते विद्यते हृदयग्रन्थेश्चिद्यन्ते सर्वसंशयाः क्षीयन्ते च कर्माणि दृष्टा एवात्मनीश्वरे.
To hear about Krishna from Vedic literatures, or to hear from him directly through the Bhagavad Gita, is itself a righteous activity. And for one who hears about Krishna, Lord Krishna, who is dwelling in everyone's heart, acts as a best wishing friend, and purifies the devotee who constantly engages in hearing of him.
In this way, a devotee naturally develops his dormant transcendental knowledge. As he hears more about Krishna from the Bhagavatam and from the devotees, he becomes fixed in the devotional service of the Lord. By development of devotional service, one becomes freed from the modes of passion and ignorance, and thus material lust and avarice are diminished. When these impurities are wiped away, the candidate remains steady in his position of pure goodness, becomes enlivened by devotional service, and understands the signs of God perfectly.
Thus, Bhakti Yoga severs the hard knot of material affection and enables one to come at once to the stage of a samsamangram, understanding of the supreme absolute truth personality of Godhead. Therefore, only by hearing from Krishna or from his devotees in Krishna consciousness can one understand the science of Krishna. Hare Krishna.
We will continue reading Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 24, Text 10. Bhagavantam Param Brahma Satvenamsena Satruhan Tattva Sankyana Vijnaptai Jatam Vidvan Ajaswarat. Bhagavantam, the Lord, Param, Supreme, Brahma, Brahman, Satvena, having an uncontaminated existence, Amsena, by a plenary portion, Satruhan, O killer of the enemy, Vidura, Tattva Sankyana, the philosophy of the 24 material elements, Vijnaptai, for explaining, Jatam, appeared, Vidvan, knowing, Ajaha, the unborn Lord Brahma, Swarat, independent. Translation by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Maitreya continued, O killer of the enemy, the unborn Lord Brahma, who is almost independent in acquiring knowledge, could understand that a portion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, in his quality of pure existence, had appeared in the womb of Devahuti just to explain the complete state of knowledge known as Sankhya Yoga. Purport by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. In Bhagavad Gita 15th chapter, it is stated that the Lord himself is the compiler of Vedanta Sutra and he is the perfect knower of Vedanta Sutra. Similarly, the Sankhya philosophy is compiled by the Supreme Personality of Godhead in his appearance as Kapila. There is an imitation Kapila who has a Sankhya philosophical system. But Kapila, the incarnation of God, is different from that Kapila. Kapila, the son of Kardama Muni, in his system of Sankhya philosophy, very explicitly explained not only the material world but also the spiritual world. Brahma could understand this fact because he is Swarat, almost independent receiving knowledge. He is called Swarat because he did not go to any school or college to learn but learned everything from within. Because Brahma is the first living creature within this universe, he had no teacher. His teacher was the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself, who is seated in the heart of every living creature. Brahma acquired knowledge directly from the Supreme Lord within the heart, therefore, he is sometimes called Swarat or Aja. Another important point is stated here. Satve Nam Shena, when the Supreme Personality of Godhead appears, he brings with him all his paraphernalia of Vaikuntha. Therefore, his name, his form, his quality, his paraphernalia, and his entourage all belong to the transcendental world. Real goodness is in the transcendental world. Here in the material world, the quality of goodness is not pure. Goodness may exist, but there must also be some tinges of passion and ignorance. In the spiritual world, the unalloyed quality of goodness prevails. Therefore, the quality of goodness is called Sudha Sattva, pure goodness. Another name for Sudha Sattva is Vasudeva, because God is born from Vasudeva. Another meaning is that when one is purely situated in the qualities of goodness, he can understand the form, name, quality, paraphernalia, and entourage of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The word Amshena also indicates that the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, appeared as Kapila Deva in a portion of his portion. God expands either as Kala or as Amsha. Amsha means direct expansion and Kala means expansion of the expansion. There is no difference between the expansion of the expansion and the Supreme Personality of Godhead directly, as there is no difference between one candle and another. But still the candle from which the others are lit is called the original. Krishna therefore is called the Parabrahman, or the ultimate Godhead and cause of all causes.
Canto 3, Chapter 24, Text 11. Sabhajayan Vishudena Chetasa Tachikirshitam Prahasya Manayir Asubi Kadamam Chedam Abyadat. Sabhajayan, worshipping Vishudena, pure, Chetasa, with the heart, that of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shikishatam, the intended activities, Prahashya Manaya, gladdened, Asubi, with senses, Kardanam, to Kardama Muni, Cha, and Devahuti, Idam, this, Abhayadat, spoke. Translation. After worshipping the Supreme Lord with gladdened senses and a pure heart for his intended activities as the incarnation, Brahma spoke to spoke as follows to Kardama and Devahuti. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. As explained in Bhagavad Gita, 4th chapter, anyone who understands the transcendental activities, the appearance and the disappearance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is to be considered liberated. Brahma, therefore, is a liberated soul. Although he is in charge of the material world, he is not exactly like the common living entity. Since he was in knowledge of the appearance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then he therefore worshipped the Lord's activities, and with a glad heart he also praised Kardama Muni, because the Supreme Personality of Godhead as Kapila has appeared as a son. One who can become the father of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is certainly a great devotee. There is a verse spoken by a Brahmana in which he says that he does not know what the Vedas and what the Puranas are. But while others might be interested in the Vedas and Puranas, he is interested in Nanda Maharaj, who appeared as the father of Krishna. The Brahmana wanted to worship Nanda Maharaj because his Supreme Personality of Godhead as a child crawled into the yard of his house. These are some of the good sentiments of devotees. If a recognized devotee brings forth the Supreme Personality of Godhead as a son, how he should be praised. Brahma therefore not only worshipped the incarnations of Godhead, Kapila, but also praised his so-called father, Kardamuri.
Text 12. Brahma uvacha tvaya me pachitistata kalpita nirvalika taha yanme sangrahe vakyam bhavan manada manayan. Brahma, Lord Brahma, uvacha said, tvaya, by you, me, my, apachitihi, worship, tata, O son, kalpita, is accomplished, nirvyalika taha, without duplicity, yet since me, my, sangrahe, have completely accepted, vakyam, instructions, bhavan, you, manada, O Kardama, one who offers honor to others, manayan, respecting. Translation. Lord Brahma said, my dear son, Kardama, since you have completely accepted my instructions without duplicity, showing them proper respect, you have worshipped me properly. Whatever instructions you took from me, you have carried out, and thereby you have honored me. Purport. Lord Brahma, as the first living entity within the universe, is supposed to be the spiritual master of everyone, and he is also the father, the creator of all beings. Kardama Muni is one of the Prajapitas or creators of the living entities, and he is also a son of Brahma. Brahma praises Kardama because he carried out the orders of the spiritual master in toto and without cheating. A conditioned soul in the material world has the disqualification of cheating. He has 4 disqualifications. He is sure to commit mistakes. He is sure to be illusioned. He is prone to cheat others, and his senses are imperfect. But if one carries out the order of the spiritual master by disciplic succession or the parampara system, he overcomes the 4 defects. Therefore, knowledge received from the bona fide spiritual master is not cheating. Any other knowledge which is manufactured by the conditioned soul is cheating only. Brahma knew well that Kardama Muni exactly carried out the instructions received from him, and that he actually honored his spiritual master. To honor the spiritual master means to carry out his instructions word for word.
Chapter 3, chapter 24, text 13. Etavati eva shushrushā karya pitari putrakaihi badam iti anumanyata gauravena gururvachaha. Etavati, to this extent, eva exactly, shushrushā, service, karya, are to be rendered Pitari to the father, Putrakai by the sons, Badamiti accepting, yes sir, Anumanyata he should obey, Gauravena with due deference, Guru of the Guru, Vacha commands. Translation: sons are to render service to their father exactly to this extent. Did you hear that? One should obey the command of his father or spiritual master with due deference, saying, yes, sir. Do you hear me? Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Two words in this verse are very important. One word is Pitari and another is Guru. The son or disciple should accept the words of his spiritual master and father without hesitation. Whatever the father and spiritual master order should be taken without argument. Yes. There should be no instance in which the disciple or the son says, this is not correct. I cannot carry it out. When he says that, he is fallen. The father and the spiritual master are on the same platform because the spiritual master is the second father. The higher classes are called Dvija, twice born. Whenever there is a question of birth, there must be a father. The first birth is made possible by the actual father, and the second birth is made possible by the spiritual master. Sometimes the father and the spiritual master may be the same man, and sometimes they are different men. In any case, the order of the father or the order of the spiritual master must be carried out without hesitation, with an immediate yes. There should be no argument. That is real service to the father and to the spiritual master. Yeah. Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakura has stated that the order of the spiritual master is the life and soul of the disciples. As a man cannot separate his life from his body, a disciple cannot separate the order of spiritual master from his life. If a disciple follows the instruction of the spiritual master in that way, he is sure to become perfect. This is confirmed in the Upanishads. The import of Vedic instruction is revealed automatically only to one who has implicit faith in the Supreme Personality of Godhead and in his spiritual master. One may be materially considered an illiterate man, but if he has faith in the spiritual master as well as in the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then the meaning of scriptural revelation is immediately manifested before him.
Imaduhi taraha satyastava vatsa sumadhyamaha sargam netam prabhavai svair bhrimhyaishyanti anekadha. Imaha, these, duhi tahara, duhi darataha, duhi taraha, the daughters, satya, chaste, tava, your, vatsya, O my dear son. Madhyamaha, thin-waisted, sargam, creation, etam, this, prabhavai, by descendants, svai, their own, brahmahishyanti, they will increase. Anekada, in various ways. Translation. Lord Brahma then praised Gautam Muni's 9 daughters, saying, all your thin-waisted daughters are certainly very chaste. I am sure they will increase this creation by their own descendants in various ways. In the beginning of the creation, Brahma was concerned more or less with increasing the population,
And when that he saw that Kardamuni had already begotten 9 nice daughters, he was so hopeful that through the daughters many children would come who would take charge of the creative principles of the material world. He was therefore happy to see them. The word Sumudhyama means a good daughter of a beautiful woman. If she has a thin waist, a woman is considered very beautiful. All the daughters of Kadadama Muni were of the same beautiful feature.
Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 24, Text 15. Atastvam rishi mukhyebhyo yatha silam yatha ruchi atmajah paretehi adya vistrinehi yaso bhuvi. Ataha, therefore, tvam, you, rishi mukhyebhya, unto the foremost sages, yatha silam, according to temperament, yatha ruchi, according to taste, atmajaha, your daughters, paridehi, please give away, adya, today, vistrinihi, spread, yashaha, fame, bhuvi, over the universe. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Therefore, today, please give away your daughters to the foremost of the sages, with due regard to the girls' temperaments and likings, and thereby spread your fame all over the universe. Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The 9 principal rishis or sages are Marichi, Atri, Angira, Pulastya, Pulaha, Kratu, Bhrugu, Vasishta, and Atharva. All these rishis are most important, and Brahma desired that women should not be united simply on the consideration of sex life. There are many other considerations, especially character and taste. If the taste and character differ between the man and woman, their combination will be unhappy. Even about 40 years ago in Indian marriages, the taste and character of the boy and girl were first of all matched, and they were allowed to marry. This was done under the direction of the respective parents. The parents used to astrologically determine the character and tastes of the boy and girl, and when they corresponded, the match was selected. This girl and this boy are just suitable and they should be married. Our considerations were less important. Other considerations were less important. The same system was also advised in the beginning of the creation of Brahma. Your daughters should be handed over to the rishis according to taste and character. According to astrological calculation, a person is classified according to whether he belongs to the godly or demoniac quality. In that way, the spouse was selected. A girl of godly quality should be handed over to a boy of godly quality. A girl of demoniac quality should be handed over to a boy of demoniac quality. Then they will be happy. But if the girl is demoniac and the boy is godly, then the combination is incompatible. They cannot be happy in such a marriage. At the present moment, because boys and girls are not married according to quality and character, most marriages are unhappy and there is divorce. It is foretold in the 12th canto of the Bhagavatam that in this age of Kali, married life will be accepted on the consideration of sex only. When the boy and girl are pleased in sex, they get married, and when there is deficiency in sex, they separate. That is not actual marriage, but a combination of men and women like cats and dogs. Therefore, the children produced in the modern age are not exactly human beings. Human beings must be twice born. A child is first born of a good father and mother. Then he is born again of the spiritual master and the Vedas. The first mother and father bring about his birth into the world. Then the spiritual master and the Vedas become his second father and mother. According to the Vedic system of marriage for producing children, every man and woman was enlightened in spiritual knowledge. And at the same time of their combination to produce a child, everything was scrutinizingly and scientifically done.
Text 16. Vedaham adhyam purusham avatirnam swamayaya bhutanam sevadhim deham bhibhranam kapilam mune. Veda, known. Aham, I. Adhyam, the original. Purusham, enjoyer. Avatirnam, incarnated. Swamayaya, by his own internal energy, Bhutanam, of all the living entities, Shevadhim, the bestower of all desired, who is just like a vast treasure. Deham, the body, Bhibra, Nam, assuming, Kapilam, Kapila Muni, Mune, O sage Kardama. Translation: O Kardama, I know that the original Supreme Personality of Godhead has now appeared as an incarnation of his internal energy. He is the bestower of all desired by the living entities, and he has now assumed the body of Kapila Muni. Purport: in this verse, we find the words Purusham Avatirnam Swamayaya. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is everlastingly, eternally the form of Purusha, the predominator or enjoyer, and when he appears, he never accepts anything of this material energy. The spiritual world is a manifestation of his personal internal potency, whereas the material world is a manifestation of his material or differentiated energy. The word Swamaya, by his own internal potency, indicates that whenever the Supreme Personality of Godhead descends, he comes in his own energy. He may assume the body of a human being, but that body is not material. In Bhagavad Gita, therefore, it is clearly stated that only fools and rascals, mudhas, consider the body of Krishna to be the body of a common human being. The word Shevadhim means that he is the original bestower of all the necessities of life upon the living entities. In the Vedas also it is stated that he is the chief living entity and that he bestows all the desired necessities of other living entities. Because he is the bestower of the necessities of all others, he is called God. The Supreme is also a living entity. He is not impersonal as we are in individual. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is also individual, but he is the Supreme Individual. That is the difference between God and the ordinary living entities.
Text 17. Jnana Vijnana Yogina Karmanam Udaranjata Hiranyakesha Padmaksha Padmamudra Padmambuja. Jnana of scriptural knowledge, Vijnana and application, Yogina by means of mystic yoga, Karmanam of material action, Uddaran uprooting, Jataha the roots, Hiranyakesha golden hair, Padmaksha lotus side, Padma Mudra marked with the sign of lotus, Padmambuja having lotus feet. Translation: by mystic yoga and the practical application of knowledge from the scriptures, Kapila Muni, who is characterized by his golden hair, his eyes just like lotus petals, and his lotus feet, which bear the marks of lotus flowers, will uproot the deep rooted desire for work in this material world. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. In this verse, the activities and the bodily features of Kapila Muni are very nicely described. The activities of Kapila Muni are forecast herein. He will present the philosophy of Sankhya in such a way that by studying his philosophy, people will be able to uproot the deep-rooted desire for karma, fruitive activities. Everyone in the material world engages in achieving the fruits of his labor. A man tries to be happy by achieving the fruits of his own honest labor, but actually he becomes more and more entangled. One cannot get out of his entanglement unless he has perfect knowledge or devotional service. Those who are trying to get out of the entanglement by speculation are also doing their best. But in the Vedic scriptures, we find that if one has taken to the devotional service of the Lord in Krishna consciousness, he can very easily uproot the deep rooted desire for fruitive activities. Sankhya philosophy will be broadcast by Kapila Muni for that purpose. His bodily features are also described herein. Jnana doesn't refer to the ordinary research work. Jnana entails receiving knowledge from the scriptures through the spiritual master by disciplic succession. In the modern age, there is a tendency to do research by mental speculation and concoction. But the man who speculates forgets that he himself is subject to the four defects of nature. He is sure to commit mistakes, his senses are imperfect, he is sure to fall into illusion, and he is cheating. Unless one has perfect knowledge from disciplic succession, he simply puts forth some theories of his own creation. Therefore, he is cheating people. Jnana means knowledge received through disciplic succession from the scriptures, and Vijnana means practical application of such knowledge. Kapila Muni's Sankhya system of philosophy is based on Jnana and Vijnana.
एषमानविते ते भर्गं प्रवेश
Stop. You said Bargam. I'm correcting. You said Bargam, I said Garbam. The meaning is so much different.
एषमनाविते गर्भं प्रविष्टाः कैताभर्धनः अविद्यसंसाय गृह्णन्तिं चित्वा गं विचरिष्यति. Eshaha, the same Supreme Personality of Godhead. Manavi, O daughter of Manu, your Garbham, womb, Pravishtaha, has entered, Katibha, Ardhanaha, the killer of the demon Kaitaba. Avidya, of ignorance, samsaya, and doubt, grantim, the knot, chitva, cutting off, gam, the world, vicharishyati, he will travel over. Translation. Lord Brahma then told Devhuti, my dear daughter of Manu, the same Supreme Personality of Godhead who killed this demon Katiba is now within your room. He will cut off all the knots of your ignorance and doubt. Then he will travel all over the world. Purport. Here the word avidya is very significant. Avidya means forgetfulness of one's identity. Every one of us is a spirit soul, but we have forgotten. We think, I am this body. This is called avidya. Samsaya Granti means doubtfulness. The knot of doubtfulness is tied when the soul identifies with the material world. The knot is called ahankara, the junction of matter and spirit. By proper knowledge received from the scriptures in disciplic succession, and by proper application of that knowledge, one can free himself from this binding combination of matter and spirit. Brahma assures Devahuti that her son will enlighten her, and after enlightening her, he will travel all over the world, distributing the system of Sankhya philosophy. The word samsaya means doubtful knowledge. Speculative and pseudo Pseudo yogic knowledge is all doubtful. At the present moment, that so-called yoga system is prosecuted on the understanding that by agitation agitation of the stations different stations different stations of the bodily construction, one can find that he is God. The mental speculators think similarly, but they are all doubtful. Real knowledge is expounded in Bhagavad Gita. Expounded, explained in the Bhagavad Gita. Just become Krishna conscious, just worship who follows that system. Just worship Krishna and become a devotee of Krishna. That is real knowledge, and anyone who follows that system becomes perfect without a doubt.
Text 19. Aham siddha ganadisaha sankhyacharyaihi shusha mataha loke kapila idi akhyam gantate kirti vardhanaha. I am this personality of Godhead, Siddhagana are the perfected sages, Adishaha, the head, Sankhya by Acharyas expert in Sankhya philosophy, Susammataha, approved according to Vedic principles. Loke, in this world. Where are you? Loke, in this world, Kapila iti, as Kapila, Akhyam, celebrated. Ganta, he will go about, The, your, Kirti, fame, Vardhanaha, increasing. Translation. Your son will be the head of all the perfected souls. He will be approved by the Acharyas expert in disseminating real knowledge. And among the people, he will be celebrated by the name Kapila. As the son of Devahuti, he will increase your fame. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Sankhya philosophy is the philosophical system enunciated by Kapila, the son of Devahuti. The other Kapila, who is not the son of Devahuti, is an imitation. This is a statement of Brahma, and because we belong to Brahma's disciplic succession, we should accept this statement that the real Kapila is the son of Devahuti, and that real Sankhya philosophy is a system of philosophy which he introduced and which will be accepted by the Acharyas, the directors of the spiritual discipline. The word Susammata means accepted by Susammata, accepted by persons who are counted upon to give their good opinion.
Maitreyo vacha tava swasya jagatshishta kumarai hanaradaha sa hamso hamshena yanena tridhama paramam yayao. Maitreya said, Thou, the couple, Ashvashya, having reassured Jagat Shrashta, the creator of the universe, Kumarai, along with the Kumaras, Saha Naradaha, Saha Naradaha. With Narada. Hamshaha. Lord Brahma. Hamshena Yanena. By his swan carrier. Tridhamma Paramam. To the highest planetary system. Yayao went. Translation. Sri Maitreya said, after thus speaking to Kardama Muni and his wife Devahuti, Lord Brahma, the creator of the universe, who is also known as Hamsa, went back to the highest of the three planetary systems on his swan carrier with the four Kumaras and Narada. The words Hamsena Yanena are very significant here. Hamsa Yana, the airplane by which Brahma travels all over outer space, resembles a swan. Brahma is also known as Hamsa. Resembles a swan. Brahma is also known as Hamsa because he can grasp the essence of everything. His abode is called Tridhamma Paramam. There are three divisions of the universe: the upper planetary system, the middle planetary system, and the lower planetary system. But his abode is above even Siddhaloka, the upper planetary system. He returned to his own planet with the four Kumaras and Narada because they were not going to be married. The other rishis who came with him, such as Marichi and Atri, remained there because they were to be married to the daughters of Kardama. But his other sons, Sanaka, Sanandana, Sanatana, and Narada, went back with him in his swan-shaped airplane. The four Kumaras in Narada are Naishtika Brahmacharis. Naishtika Brahmachari refers to one who never wastes his semen at any time. They were not to attend the marriage ceremony at their other brothers, Marichi and the other sages, and therefore they went back with their father, Hamsa.
Text 21. Gateshata drutaishataha kardamastena choditaha yatoditam swaduhitru pradadvishwasrujam tadaha Gate, after he departed, Shatadrutau, Lord Brahma, Kshatta, O Vidura, Kardamuni, Tena by him, Choditaha ordered, Yata Uditam, as told, Swaduhitru, his own daughters, Pradat, handed over, Vishwasrujam, to the creators of the world population, Tadaha, thereafter. Translation. O Vidura, after the departure of Brahma, Kardama Muni, having been ordered by Brahma, handed over his 9 daughters as instructed to the 9 great sages who created the population of the world.
Marichaye kalam pradad anushayam atatraye shradham angirashe vachat yachat pulastyaya Havirbhuvam Pulaya Gatim Yuktam क्रेतवे च क्रियं सतिं ख्यातिं च भृघवे यच्छद् वशिष्ठायापि अरुन्धतिम् Mariche, unto Marichi, Kalam, Kala, Pradat, he handed over. Anasuya, Ata, then, Atraye, unto Atri, Shraddha, Angrisha, Anga, Rashe, unto Angli, Ayachat, he gave away Pulashtaya, unto Pulashtia, Havirbu, Pulayaha, unto Pulaha, Gatim, Gati, Yuktam, suitable, Kritve, unto Kratu, Cha, and Kriya, Satim, virtuous, Kayati, Cha, and Bhrigave, into Bhrigu, Ayachat, he gave away Vishishtaya, unto the sage Vashishtaya, unto the sage Vashishta, Api, also, Arundhati. Translation, Kardama Muni handed over his daughter Kala to Marichi, and another daughter Anasuya to Atri. He delivered Shraddha to Angri, and Angira, and Havirbhu to Pulashtia. He delivered Gati to Balaha, the chaste Kriya to Kratu, Khyati to Bhrigu, and Arundhati to Vashishta.
Text 24. Atarvani dadachantim yaya yegno vitanyate viprarshabhan krududvahan sadaran samalalayat. Atarvani, to Atarva, Adadat, he gave away. Shanti, yaya, by whom yajna, sacrifice. Vitanyate is performed. Viprarshabhan, the foremost brahmanas. Krita Udvahan, married. Sadaran, with their wives. Samalalayat, maintained them. Translation, he delivered Shanti to Atharva. Because of Shanti, sacrificial ceremonies are well performed. Thus he got the foremost brahmanas married, and he maintained them along with their wives. Text 25. Tatastarshaya kshatta kritadara nimantrayatam pratishthanandim apanna swam ashrama mandalam. Tata, then, they, Rishya, the sage, Kshatta, O Vidura, Kritadara, thus married, Nimantraya, taking leave of Tham Kardama, Pratisthan, they departed, Nandim, joy, Apanna, obtained, Swam, each to his own, Ashrama Mandalam, hermitage. Translation, thus married, the sages took leave of Kardama and departed full of joy, each for his own hermitage, O Vidura. Text 26. Sa cha vitirnam triyugam Agnaya Vibhudarshabam Vivikta Upasangamyam Pranamya Samabhashata. Saha, the sage Kardamacha, and Avathirnam descended 3 yugam Vishnu, Agnaya having understood, Vibhuda Rishabham, the chief of the demigods, Vivikte in a secluded place, Upasangamya having approached, Pranamya offering obeisances, Samabhashata he spoke. Translation: when Kardama Muni understood that the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the chief of all the demigods, Vishnu, had descended, Kardama approached him in a secluded place, offered obeisances, and spoke as follows. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Lord Vishnu is called Triyuga. He appears in 3 yugas, Satya, Treta, and Dvapara. But in Kali Yuga he does not appear. From the prayers of Prahalada Maharaja, however, we understand that he appears garbed as a devotee in Kali Yuga. Lord Chaitanya is that devotee. Krishna appeared in the form of a devotee, but although he never disclosed himself, Rupa Goswami could understand his identity. For the Lord cannot hide himself from a pure devotee. Rupa Goswami detected him when he offered his first obeisances to Lord Chaitanya. He knew that Lord Chaitanya was Krishna himself and therefore offered his obeisances with the following words: I offer my respects to Krishna, who has now appeared as Lord Chaitanya. This is also confirmed in the prayers of Prahlada Maharaja. In Kali Yuga, he does not directly appear, but he appears as a devotee. Vishnu, therefore, is known as Triyuga. Another explanation of Triyuga is that he has 3 pairs of divine attributes, namely power and affluence, piety and renown, and wisdom and dispassion. According to Sridhara Swami, his 3 pairs of opulence are complete riches and complete strength, complete fame and complete beauty, complete wisdom and complete renunciation. There are different interpretations of Triyuga, but it is accepted by all learned scholars that Triyuga means Vishnu. When Kardama Muni understood that his son Kapila was Vishnu himself, he wanted to offer his obeisance. Therefore, when Kapila was alone, he offered his respects and expressed his mind as follows. Today we read up to Canto 3, Chapter 24, Text 26. We'll continue reading tomorrow. Gandharaj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai. We'll continue to Guru Puja. Hare Krishna.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. 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 Jaya Jaya Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma. Bando moi savadhana mate. Bando moi savadhana mate. Jahara prasade bhai bhavato diya jai. Jahara prasade bhai bhavato diya jai. Krishna prapti ho jaha haathe. Krishna prapti ho jaha haathe. Guru mukha padma vakya chitete koriya kya. Guru mukha padma vakya chitete koriya kya. Arana kori ho mane asha. Arana kori ho mane asha. Shri Guru Charane Rathi aise uthamagati. Shri Guru Charane Rathi aise uthamagati. Jai prasade pure sarva asha. Jai prasade pure sarva asha. चतुरान दिलो जय जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से. चतुरान दिलो जय जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से. चतुरान दिलो जय जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से. चतुरान दिलो जय. दिव्य ज्ञान वेद प्रकाशितो. दिव्य ज्ञान वेद प्रकाशितो. Prema bhakti jaha hoite avidya vinasa jate. Prema bhakti jaha hoite avidya Prema bhakti jaha hoite avidya vinasa jate. Prema bhakti jaha hoite avidya vinasa jate. Vede gai jahara charito. Vede gai jahara charito. Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adama Janara Bandhu. Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adama Janara. Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adama Janara Bandhu. Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adama Janara. Lokanath Lokera Jivana. Lokanath Lokera Jivana. Lokera Jivana. Lokanath Lokera Jivana. Aha Prabhu Kordoya Dehamore Padachaya. Aha Prabhu Kordoya Dehamore Padachaya. Aha Prabhu Korodoya Dehamore Padachaya Aha Prabhu Korodoya Dehamore Padachaya Evijas Gusukshi Bhuvana Evijas Gusukshi Bhuvana Evijas Gusukshi Bhuvana Evijas Gusukshi Bhuvana Prabhupada Patita Pavana Prabhupada Patita Pavana Srila Prabhupada Patita Pavana Prabhupada Patita Pavana Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Namah Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Prastaya, Bhutale, Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namah Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pastyatya Deshatarine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pastyatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Guru Deva